Welcome back to the first episode of season 2 of Club Conversations. In this kickoff episode, we are setting the stage for an exciting season filled with fresh insights, dynamic topics, and deeper dives in the world of marketing, entrepreneurship, and beyond. Join us as we recap the highlights of season 1, introduce the themes and segments for season 2, and even give you a sneak peek into the bigger conversations that we'll be having this season. I hope you're ready to elevate your game as we tee off into another fantastic season. Now, if you're new here, first off, if you're coming back, welcome back to Club Conversations. As you know, I'm your host, Caleb Roach, and we like to talk about marketing around here. Really had a great season. Season 1 was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so grateful for your support, for listening. I think we broke the records with at least 5 listeners, so really just kicking it off really big this year. So wanted to thank you for your support on season number 1, and wanted to welcome any new listeners to season 2. Now, I'm assuming if you've already listened before, if you're new here, you probably understand that this is a podcast about marketing. We don't really BS around here. We don't talk about lead generation tactics for me to generate business for you. This is a podcast where I hope to provide expert insights into the world of marketing through my day-to-day interactions. If you don't know who I am, I own a marketing consulting firm based in Oklahoma City, where we help a variety of clients from both small and big. So the things that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis are quite extreme. We see some smaller business issues. We see some larger business issues. We see what happens when you spend a little bit of ads, when you spend a lot of ads, when you do research for big companies, small companies. So we see a lot on a day-to-day basis, which is why I'm starting season 2 of this podcast. Now, season 1, as I mentioned, was absolutely incredible. And we really had some great podcasts, episodes, great podcast guests. We had a lot of listener favorites. Now, a couple of our standout episodes, obviously, standout moments, memories. We had Chris Retman talk about photography, the Podmatch founder, Alex Sanfilippo, talk about podcasting 101, Daniel Steinberg talking about entrepreneurships. I mean, the list could go on and on. Now, one of the most popular and my favorite episodes was actually customer retention with Austin Hill, based out of Carbingo. Absolutely incredible episode where we talk about engaging your customers for coming back and encouraging them to continually repeat purchase from your business or to come back constantly. Now, I really learned a lot about the podcast, kind of how we want to structure things for season 2 from that first season, and it really shaped the direction for this new season, which I'm excited about. Now, as we know, season 1 was great, gave us some awesome insights, learned a lot, gained some new listeners, had some really great times listening in. But we were a little too structured in season 1. We were pretty scripted. It felt a little dry. We want to make it a little bit more fun this year. So what we're doing is we're going off more. Let's rephrase this. We are going off script more this season. And as you can tell, I didn't even edit that out. We're going to keep that in. We are going fully off script this season. We've got an outline that we'll be talking about. That way I'm just not mindlessly talking about things. But we're not going to go full script, which I think you guys will hopefully enjoy. Now, what does season 2 look like? I think it'd be really interesting to talk about what's new, what to expect. So we've got some really cool new themes and topics, focus areas that we'll be talking about. And we're going to be really specific in the marketing side around your business. Now, we're going to talk in the first couple of episodes about customer retention, data analysis, cross-channel marketing. So I'm really excited because what we're going to do is we're going to dive pretty far into specific parts of marketing that a lot of people forget or they kind of glaze over as it's a little bit more detailed. But it's really key for your marketing and your business to really excel. Now, format's really not going to change for the podcast. We're going to keep releasing our weekly episodes on Wednesdays. And then anytime that we have experts coming in, talking about the topic that we talked about previously or new topics, those will be launched on Fridays, and we'll be announcing those in our weekly email newsletter that we send out. Now, if you want to join that, we've got a little link in our website that you can go to, clubconversations.com, where we encourage you to sign up. You can get on the email list, or you can shoot us an email if you want, or a DM. Now, a lot of the overall goals for this season is really, like I mentioned, to dive deep into those specific topics. We have some really great guests lined up that we're really excited to talk about a couple different topics, and they're from bigger companies, so they'll be able to provide a little bit more of a larger insight into kind of the world of marketing within specific categories, within specific businesses. That should really help provide some more tips on improving your marketing game. Now, as you probably know, you're probably wondering, what are the next coming episodes kind of look like? Well, episode number 2 will be about cross-channel marketing. We're going to talk about keeping consistent messaging. We're going to talk about customer journey mapping and using tech to help you build a better cross-channel marketing strategy. Now, episode 3 is going to be all about customer retention. We talked about it last season, but we're improving kind of what we talk about and how we do it, with a couple of three key concepts being personalized marketing, consistent communication, and exceptional customer service. Now, episode 4 is probably going to be my favorite, probably put the most people to sleep. We're going to be talking about leveraging data for your marketing, and we're going to talk through web traffic metrics, conversion metrics, customer behavior metrics. If you're super bored with marketing metrics, do not listen to that episode because you'll probably fall asleep. So listen to that one late at night. Now, we've got some really exciting guests, like I mentioned. We're not going to talk about any of the guests yet because I want to keep the suspense growing. And again, we'll be sending out those email notifications when they go live. Now, really encourage you guys to get engaged with some of the stuff that we're doing. We're actually involving some of our Club Creative team members. Hopefully they'll be making some appearances on the podcast, as they have a lot more intelligence than I do, and they're really great at what they do. But they're helping us build out a new Club Conversations website. Right now, it's just a tab on our website. We launched a new Club Creative website, and now we'll be launching a new Club Conversations podcast website, not a podcast website, a podcast website where we'll have more engagement stuff. We'll have hopefully some guides that you can download, all free, non-lead generation. So hopefully we'll have that up in the next coming episodes, so you can start tracking all of the past episodes, start saving some stuff. Our team's going to be putting together some really great stuff, which I'm excited for. Next, we have our email list still. We'll be still sending those out, still improving those. Those will go out weekly on Wednesdays, letting you know that the episode is live with a link to it if you want to subscribe to it. And there's going to be some really great resources that we're going to include on that email, which I'm really excited for as well. In addition, with that new website, we're actually going to have a new section where you can actually suggest topics, submit questions, reach out to our team if you have any specific questions that we can help you with. As you know, this is not a lead generation tactic for us. This is a way for us to help build the community that Club Conversations is, and help generate some more awareness for other companies that we're helping, just giving them some tips and tricks that so they can have accessibility to maybe something that they don't. Now, we're going to have some giveaways, some collaborations, which I'm really excited for. So be on the lookout for those, because that's going to be pretty awesome when those come out. Might have some advertising credits coming, might help have some tools, some free subscriptions to the tools that we use. So we're extremely excited for that. So be on the lookout for that, because our little listeners will be getting the first ones to know about these giveaways. Now, as I'm kind of closing this up, it's going to be a short episode. We're going to keep the episodes around 15 to 30 minutes, as you know, because as much as I love to talk, I'm sure you guys get tired of listening to me weekly. So we'll keep it short. But as we're closing up, again, just wanted to remind you how excited I am for season 2, and how I hope you're excited for season 2. Again, super grateful for your support in season 1. Excited to see what we can do in season 2. And as always, please subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. We'll be putting this out more on YouTube. We'll be doing a video as well as audio. So we're really trying to make sure that the podcast is accessible on how you like to digest podcast content. Now, I've got a little bit of a teaser for the next episode, which I'm really excited for. And so as we think about the next episode, season 2, episode 2, cross-channel marketing, wanted to kind of give you this little gem. So we wanted to kind of talk through some actionable tips for integrating your marketing efforts across marketing channels. Now, one of those is going to be aligning teams. One of those is going to be centralized data. And the third is going to be testing and optimization. So we've got some really great tips. So as always, thanks for listening. As always, reach out if you have questions, and we'll see you on episode 2.